Hey everybody, it's All About Vehicles here, and today I'll be talking to you about my opinion on the difference of disc and drum brakes. Thank you, Desmond Rich. He gave me this video idea. So, here we go, and let's get talking about disc and drum brakes. Here we go. Woo! Now, you might be asking yourself, well, drum brakes are on semi-trucks. Yeah, that's true. In my opinion, they're as effective as each other. Disc brakes are great for light vehicles. Um, Better technology with the brake pads and the pistons and the actual oil running through the brake lines, even though both vehicles both have brake lines. Difference. One's hydraulic, one is manual. You've got to remember this. Especially old cars. I'm not too knowledgeable on new drum brakes, but I know old drum brakes, they're cable loaded. Meaning when you put your foot to the floor on the brake, you pull the cable which tighten the drum brakes. Nowadays, that's probably not true. But I do know how they work. The spring wounds up and the two friction pads come together and it slows down the wheel from friction. Remember this. The reason why brakes work, science, physics. There's friction involved. The minute friction is applied to a non-friction surface, it makes that surface have friction, and from the friction, it slows down the vehicle. So say you're going 100 kilometers an hour or 60 miles an hour, and the minute you introduce friction, meaning you apply the brakes, that's why the wheels slow down. Also, you need brake fluid to prime the piston in the caliper to push the brake pads onto the brake rotors. But after all that happens, the friction's involved, and once the friction's involved, the brakes are applied, and that friction slows down the wheel and the brake rotor. If I had to pick which one is technically more effective, I would say discs. Why? Much newer technology. I find them more reliable, but they're harder to work on. I love drum brakes because they're easy to work on. You pop the spring out, you replace the two pads, you put the spring back in, hallelujah, you're done. So, I've done, it's not that common to see drum brakes. If you do see drum brakes, God, what am I saying? Tired people. Drum brakes. You're going to find them on cheap cars like the Toyota Yaris. Some of the old basic cars from 2008, 2009. I know my grandmother's Tribute has drum brakes. I'm going to do a disc conversion on it because those drums, they heat up and the friction pads warp, and then as you start braking, you hear a wanting noise. A whoa, 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 whoa. And if I do a disc conversion, as long as it's got brake lines that aren't manual, I can do it. But I think it's new enough so it would have hydraulic brake lines. Meaning, yes, I know the fronts are discs and the rears are drums, but sometimes you can have a combination. Also, drum brakes, they're reliable to a sense. They're on dump trucks and all those big heavy machines because they know it's gonna stop. It just stops. Look at garbage trucks. If you put disc brakes and brake pads on, they would go through brake pads like nothing. Brake pads or brake shoes in drum brakes last much longer and can take much more excessive friction and force. And with doing that, longevity might not stop as quick, but you'll get a lot of life out of them. That's why you have brake pads. Yeah, they last long, 4 or 5 years, but it also depends on the way you drive. The way I drive, they don't last long. They won't be lasting long. So, if my dad's truck has disc brakes, I would take the discs over the drums right now. My grandmother's Tribute, which is technically mine, soon. That thing, it could definitely have a disk conversion. Get rid of those jumps. I don't like them. I just hate them when they heat up and they warp. They go whoa, whoa, whoa. It's annoying. Right, so talk to you guys there. I'll see you guys tonight at 6:30 p.m. And yeah, see you guys all there. And stay tuned. The next video is Friday. There's no more videos. This is my announcement. I'll put another video up about this. No more videos every other day. Only 2 videos a week now, Mondays and Fridays. So stay tuned for the next video, which is Friday. Now videos are posted, as you can tell now, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live streams stay the same, Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That won't change. I might change the time to 7. We'll find out, and we'll see how she flows. But, yeah, I'll talk to you guys there. Have a good night, and I'll see you on the other side. And also, I just, remember this. Monday's live stream, so tonight's live stream might change. Or it might not happen. Got a lot of tests this week. Got 4 tests to go through. A lot of stress, a lot of worrying. So, if there's no live stream tonight, sorry, but you know why. Got a lot of studying to do. I got 4 tests, 2 English, 1 computer science, and 1 physics. So I gotta get back to studying. I'll talk to you guys there. Have a good night. I'll see you on the other side. Take care. Bye.